the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte.
Newton on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Here's Newton now on second down. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A gain of 32 that time. Now a first down throw for Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. On second down, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Long. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
It's another 10 yards on that one, and another first down. Throwing his Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Into the red zone. Wentz trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, 50 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Eagles offense trotting back out there, and believe it or not, yes, there are already some concerns on Philly Talk Radio because they just have not looked that sharp in the preseason.
And that's just how it is in Philadelphia. If everything's not perfect, people are going to start to rumble despite a Super Bowl win. And that evidence you're talking about, 5-0 shutout by the Cleveland Browns, who went 0-16 last year. That happened in week 3 of the preseason. They're 0-3 in the preseason. And is Nick Foles going to be their starting quarterback? That's what they're expecting on opening night against Atlanta.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go. Black. Trey 15, 82.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Shorty. Black.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. To throw is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Wentz going to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. And an alley to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. An Eagle 1st down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Now Wentz, throw right side, taken in by Wallace. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
Don't drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
82.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Wentz again, and that is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Taking a shot from Samuel. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to throw, Newton. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, wide open, complete. And down to the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now it's Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jarius Wright with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano now to add the extra point. extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Here's 5-2. Great.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
But with the incompletion there, gives us time to hit on the retirement, Charles, of Eric Decker. Of course, played for the Broncos, Jets, and Titans, was with the Patriots this preseason, but now he's going to step aside.
I think he had a fantastic career because look at it this way. Getting 1,000 yards in one season for a receiver, that's a career for most people. He did it 3 times. Best year in Denver in 2013, 87 catches, almost 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns. Congratulations on a wonderful career, Eric Decker.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Wentz to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Again, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but
only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. following the interception. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. On second down, here's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll begin the drive with a Ajayi. He juked him. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Hang in there now. Hey, empty. Let's go. Great.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Going long here for Wallace. It's caught at the 10. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Wentz, flush to his right. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
You've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 at 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, 29 yards. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Gano out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And now he'll tuck it and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
As we inch closer to the regular season, I'm just peering down at some of the preseason records. Right now, Ravens 4-0, Bengals, Panthers, Cardinals, all 3-0. I guess my question is, what stock do you put in these preseason records?
Well, the easy answer is nothing because the preseason doesn't really matter. But some organizations do put more stock in it than others. Some of them want to win every preseason game. Others don't worry about that at all. Intel has told me that only one team has won the Super Bowl after going 0-4 in the preseason, and that was in a strike year, I believe, when Washington did it. So, for the most part, you just don't want to go winless in the preseason. But remember this, the Browns and the Lions both went 4-0 preseasons, then they went 0-16 in the regular season.
Speaking of winless teams, Eagles and Falcons both winless right now, could be Super Bowl contenders.
I still think that they're going to be, whether they go winless or not. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But I think
a big loss here as he's taken down. Nigel Bradham able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They will go for it. Now Newton escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Come on now. Let's go. Great.
On play action, Wentz. Going long here for Wallace. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Mike Wallace, 49 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
20. Express. Set. Wait. 20. Gun. Great. Express.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Throw left side complete. It's right. And he's brought down after a good gain. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Here's Newton. He's going to fire one deeper. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To the air again, Newton. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Run.
On 1st down, Wentz. Going long here for Wallace. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Mike Wallace, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from the rim.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Do something. 8. On the ball.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He's been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
There we go. 20, 81.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
His throw incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? And
they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
20. Come on.
Newton to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now Newton. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go. 20.
Now it's Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Throwing here, Newton. Flush to his right. And caught left side, Olsen. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a